So we live. Welcome back, guys, to another new episode of Qatartainment with your main host here, the best one of all, Single QTR. I just love that reaction. And of course, I got my best buddy here, Tim, aka the Kiki Amriki, and Lodi One Kenobi.
What we're going to talk about this week is Aziz's opinions on things.
Oh,
Because they are amazing
now
in the worst way possible.
for those of you who don't know Aziz, this is Aziz the Hobbit. He is one of our main hosts. He's been given a little bit of a timeout.
We're going to go with the one that he just said right before we went live. If someone is acting and they don't have a lot of dialogue, it's not acting. Because I guess acting requires only your mouth.
Spider-Man, he makes a point, like, for example, if Spider-Man, if you put on the mask, then it's not acting, because you can't see.
It's totally acting, because if you look, they have to do their movements a certain way, they have to do all the, still emoting or whatever, conveying the energy. And
there's a lot of choreography in it.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, but I'm really finding it hard to play the devil's advocate.
What was the Jerry Lewis movie, The Bellboy? The entire movie, he doesn't say one word. Yeah.
Mr. Bean. Well, I think that's the best.
Yeah, most of Mr. Bean's acting was very hilarious. Let's be honest. For, the classic comedy type, he barely does any dialogue, and yet his body movement,
face and
everything made him iconic.
Well, let's go back to The Quiet Place, all right, or A Quiet Place, part 1 and 2. Lots of really tense moments and really sad moments and tons of emotion without needing dialogue. But
the usage of sign language was very, very crucial in this movie, considering the fact that these creatures needed to hear something so that they can actually attack their prey. Not to mention the people, any actor had to literally move quietly. Like we're talking tippy toes.
All right, so that was opinion number 1. That's super good.
Are we counting down?
No, because they're all horrendous. There's no order that you can put them in because they're all like toilet paper. You know what I mean? Now the other one that I thought was fantastic was basically anything that's older than 10 years isn't good because it's gonna look and sound bad.
I want to ask my dear friend Aziz, has he ever heard of Lethal Weapon, Braveheart, any Mel Gibson movie that he was known for, Predator, Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator 2, Terminator.
Like, are you talking about action movies or what?
Yes. Because he judged them based on the fact that he thinks that they're old.
Okay, yeah, but what about
it was just up top.
Citizen Kane, Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah, I was just at the top of my head.
Godfather.
But to be fair, it's very difficult to watch both films. You have to have that, for me, because you're used to the films that they have that you're watching now.
Exactly.
The ones where you don't have to think.
No, color, the pace is much faster. When you watch old films, stories, and then they give you the climax at the end. You earn the climax.
That crazy character building.
Yeah, the character.
it's
crazy. Character building.
Which one was that? Kaiser Sose.
The Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects.
Adding depth to your film and layers to where they're fun to watch again. What you said, I don't think that's a valid point like the color, because look at The Wizard of Oz.
True.
Amazing color, all that kind of stuff. But people don't really go back, because if it's not on streaming service or whatever, they don't watch it. And that's one of the bad things. The streaming services, they don't put enough of the older things. Amazon does okay, but Netflix and the others are doing it very well.
Maybe it's because we don't have the patience as we did before, it's because most of the movies we used to see before streaming services came to Qatar or in general, we used to watch them on VHS or DVDs, right? So, the latest movie I'm trying to watch, and I am failing, obviously, is Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa. Now, those of you who know me, I love samurai movies, but the problem is I think I am too affected by modern cinema these days to actually properly enjoy a really old black and white movie. We got a comment from Aziz who said, why would anyone watch a movie that's in black and white?
I don't know, like Schindler's List?
newer ones, which has a black and white filter.
Movies within the past 20, 30 years that were made in black and white because black and white film is cheaper. Like Darren Aronofsky, his first big movie, or the first movie that went really well, was Pi.
Shield Man is going to town in comments. He's actually attacking Aziz. What do you mean, why would anyone watch the black and white movies? I will go to war defending my claim that many black and white movies are epic. Now, the black and white transitioning to talkies and things like that. Now, since then, black and white movies have ceased to exist. People are actually re-releasing movies that were released 10 years ago. Two of them are a good example right now. Spider-Man.
They just added a couple scenes
9
to
minutes.
make more money.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you know why? Because it's competing with Avatar. Because Avatar, The Way of Water, is coming out in December. Right?
Okay.
Let's just agree it's a Christmas movie. And when did Spider-Man come out? Same time, in December. They're re-releasing the movies again so they can have no chance of beating the box office.
What is it about this re-releasing thing, like this Avatar that just came out again?
Well, that I can understand. What, 12 years ago? Right? So think about how many kids didn't see it and everything, although it's not really a kid movie, but whatever.
Yeah.
So re-releasing it when they're about to put out the second one makes sense because a lot of people completely forgot about the thing. They forgot about Dances with Wolves meets Aliens.
So this new one coming in December, is it a sequel or is it?
Yeah, it's a
Of
sequel.
course,
A sequel.
it is a
Okay.
sequel.
It's the one that's all in the ocean and stuff.
Yeah, that's what they call it, The Way of Water. We're comparing sequels that have a long period of time. So, for example, Avatar, well, what's the timeline of that sequel?
Yeah.
Because it came out in 2009, and it grossed over, what, 2.8 billion? There's Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Now, Top Gun Maverick grossed a lot much higher than the original Top Gun. Of course, this was in the 80s, and this was in 2022. And apparently was considered the most highest box office movie of Tom Cruise's career. So
They
those-
basically saved movie theaters.
Exactly.
You know, that and Spider-Man.
Both movies or just one?
Both. They both had massive, box office because people actually wanted to get out and see them in theaters. And then one of the reasons too that Top Gun did so well is because it's mostly all practical. And people are tired of CGI crap. People want to see that. They want to see real stuff.
Did you? Just a question. Did you guys watch the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First Top Gun.
Yeah.
You liked it?
I mean, it's all right. It's super gay, but it's good. Iceman does the thing. They're in the shower half of the movie.
This is the first Top Gun we watched, me and my wife. So I said, okay, fine. It was very good. We liked it a lot.
Mhm.
I said, let's try watching the first one. And then this. We didn't like it. We were disappointed. Probably because it's, I don't know. Your first exposure was this one.
Yeah. My wife saw the second Top Gun. Then we both saw the first Top Gun the same night.
So how did you like the first Top Gun?
Well, I saw the first Top Gun a long time ago, but it was.
Oh, you liked it.
I still liked it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's good.
How about we do a comparison at least of the budget of what was used on both movies? Top Gun Maverick, $170 million, but it made it up with the box office of
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1.4 billion.
It's still making more.
For Top Gun, the first Top Gun, 15 million was the budget, but the box office 357 million.
No movie got more people to join the military. And the new one, that's why the Navy was like, sure, we'll work with you. Here's another one that Aziz said. This one was tonight. Comic books aren't any good. They're boring. And they're not canon.
He has a point somehow. If it's for example, it's a game and there's a comic book adaptation of the game, then yes, then the comic book might not be canon.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Assassin's Creed books, but they're
Yes.
supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
but the first thing how it went is they made Assassin's Creed the game,
Yeah.
then they made Assassin's Creed comic books, graphic
Novels.
novels,
Yeah.
things like that.
So yes.
And they even made some short films, 30 minutes long.
Yeah, Ubisoft made one. It was really good.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, I know it's a cliche line, but we have to say it.
Smash that like button.
Smash
What
that
you gonna
like
say?
button. Subscribe.
And at the beginning
Right.
of your show, you gotta say, "What's up, everybody? Geeky and Riki here."
Tori Kenobi.
Hello, I am Sengoku QTO.